Hello everyone. I hope your week was spent in a peaceful way. My week was very busy and made me feel rather tired, so I decided to take time out to visit another local beach that I hadn't been to in quite some time. It had changed a wee bit as the recent winter storms had taken some parts of the dunes away, but it is still a stunning beach. This week I reflected on loss as I was faced with the anniversary of my father's passing, and I miss him very dearly. Loss is natural in life, as is gain. It depends on what we lose or gain that makes us feel a certain way. Losing a physical ability or a mental ability can feel very impactful, especially when the option of regaining those losses are slim. Even in loss, we can gain things though. I often thought of Stephen Hawking, who was so restricted in his ability to live an active life, but he made it work for himself. His knowledge and intelligence has left a mark on the world, both in a personal and a scientific way. It takes a special mind to accept changes and loss to turn this life into a life worth living. Things that I lost, people that I lost in my life are still in my thoughts sometimes, and it does make me sad that they are no longer part of my life. That doesn't necessarily mean I would want them back. Things we were used to but weren't good for us can feel like a loss, and we can still be happy that they are no longer part of our life anymore. When my son grew up and left to go to university, I was so happy for him and proud, but I also was at a loss. His empty room was initially very challenging for me to be in, as well as redefining my role as a mother. Losing my immediate family through my own choice also feels like a loss. This loss is rather connected to the hope I held for many years that my relationship with them and their way to interact with me would change, but it didn't. I do not miss my family in this sense at all, but I'm sad about the loss, the hope that I lost. Sometimes loss can also be a blessing. We might lose a job and find a much better suited and enjoyable work. We can lose out on buying a place we liked and find one that we would never have looked for and fall in love with. Today I find that through loss there is a personal growth. We gain experience, insight and wisdom through everything we lose and gain in our life, and can look into our rich and layered memories we created. When a very funny moment comes back to you and you still have to laugh about it as much as when it happened, is one of my favorite memories that can come up. Even if the memory is connected to someone or something we no longer enjoy in our life. So I aim to see loss not only in a negative way, but a chance to reflect on what I lost and what I can learn from it. I made dandelion honey for the first time this week. As you might know, I live plant-based and this honey is made only from plants. We often see dandelions as weed, but they are very healthy and versatile, so I thought making honey would be a good place to start benefiting by foraging them. The taste of the dandelion honey is very lovely and worked really well with my pancakes. Some new decoration items also made it into our home. This wonderful wreath is made from pink peppercorns that are bleached and fits into our kitchen like a treat. And finally, I am showing you the progress of another creative venture. You might remember my knitting project for this year, where I knit every day depending on how our weather was and what season it is. I started spring some weeks ago and it now shows. I hope you enjoyed your wee visit at the Scottish Fairy this week. Thank you for your kind support. I am sending you all my love. Tapath.